Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the new patch that we got fixing some of the problems in Gyarados. Now, ANET essentially changed the daily cap. They removed it, they gave it a little bit of the diminishing returns on us because the people were complaining. They didn't like the fact that they would do the meta, they would get to a chest, the last chests, and they would run out of keys and they have to go to the vendor and get more and waste their own mats, or they just wouldn't do anything and just see those chests not being opened. They didn't like that. And even though I agree that does feel bad, they didn't remember, they didn't think that if they did that, they would probably also will get the rewards nerfed, because the rewards were pretty nice. And that's why you kind of wanted to invest in the keys, because the rewards were pretty nice from each of the chests. And now the chests are not that much worth it because they removed the daily cap, they made the keys very, very easy to get, and essentially they made the meta not a daily thing that you want to do once a day, but instead you want to farm it infinitely. Now the meta is really not that profitable. It's still worth doing, especially because the fish at the end that makes you with shrimps gives you legendary fish, which is very, very valuable. But other than that, it's just a random meta that if you like it, you can do it, but it's not that good. So they definitely overshoot on this one, and I do think ANET is kind of listening to the community a bit too much, right? I understand that we are saying this, but most of the community was, but they have to see that essentially what they were saying is like, we don't like seeing chests not being open. I want to open the chest. Why can't I open the chest? And then what happened was that, and they tried to fix this problem, but instead they kind of created another problem as well. Instead of what they probably should have done is that, hey, saying, okay guys, it's fine, we're going to give you more keys, right? It's still going to be daily capped, because we just don't want, we want it to be profitable, but also not feel bad because of chests. Just give you a bit more keys while you're doing the meta, and nerf the words a little bit more. So it keeps being good, but also you don't feel bad about the keys. I do understand what they tried to do this a little bit, right, with the diminishing returns and everything, but they overshoot a little bit, and which makes me sad. And I hope that ANET sees this and starts like essentially, instead of doing what the community exactly wants them to do, instead of that saying, okay, you guys don't like this, let's find a good way to fix this problem without actually ruining the meta, or doing things that we as a company, as ANET, think that are bad for you guys as well, right? Because sometimes people they know when they don't like something, but they don't know exactly how to fix it, and that's when the developer comes in. To be fair, ANET has done this before, so I do trust that they can do it. It's just here they kind of overshot a little bit. Other than that, there's some cool things on the changes. The splitting to other events is pretty nice. Now you don't only have to do the escorts, you can also do other events, because they give a lot of experience, which is pretty nice. Now, not many people think that experience is worth it. Of course it is, but most people don't know this. So I guess ANET does have to give you a little. I think they should give people a little bit more incentive for them to go around and do events that are not part of the meta while they're doing the meta, so they know that going to other events is a worthwhile. Because most people are not going to understand that. Of course, when I'm doing it, when I'm commanding it, I'm going to tell people, but most people are not going to know, right? I am, though, disappointed that they fixed these things and kind of, created more problems. And also, they didn't fix the boss. They didn't make it have less health, because it takes so much time to kill it. The attacks are a bit, in my opinion, a little bit, they do not enough damage. And you can just stand in the middle of the boss and just wait there and nothing will happen. I would have liked, this is a personal thing, I would have liked if they just made the model of the boss, which is a cool model, a bit bigger because it looks a bit too small. And also they didn't change the filters. They didn't make filters more interesting. They kept it as they are. No one uses the filters. Everyone gets the normal filter that lasts long, so they don't want to deal with it. And no one gets the toughness one. No one gets the magic of a fine one, because it just doesn't give you that much. They could have created so many filters that would be more interesting. Boon filters that give you, one specific boon that you choose. Maybe one that makes this escorts go a bit faster. Maybe one that gives you more siege damage. Maybe one that it gives you more experience, it gives you an experience boost. There's so many things. Maybe a bigger magic find, so it's actually worth it. And remove the research note and remove the research note requirement, so you don't have to use research notes to get the better filters. That would be pretty good, because most people don't like that. Most people don't like doing research notes, and if you are keeping away the filter, you're gatekeeping the filter by spending research notes, people are not going to use it. I don't know, there's like so many things that could make this meta so much better and more interesting and more fun, that are so easy to do. Well, I'm not a developer, but there's so little, there's just, change a little thing, just add this thing, and it becomes like so good. This meta, it's a good meta, and a lot of effort was put into it, but it just seems like a little bit undercooked. And I hope that the next patch, whenever I think it's SAB, Super Dimension Box, comes out, I hope that then they change some of these things, and they make the meta a better meta, because it's a really cool place, it's a really cool map, it's a cool boss with a lot of effort put into it, a lot of mechanics that are very interesting. It just needs a bit more, guys, in it. Don't give up. It's a good product, okay? You have to believe in your product. Just fix it a little bit more, just a little bit more. Come on, you can do it. I trust. Okay. How long, guys? That's it. Tell me if I'm wrong, and see you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye. Subscribe to this now. And to Twitch. Bye bye.